Charlie, operator by Greg, of 0 Delta Uniform Bravo, assuming his net control for RAYNET-UK week 17 nets. This net meets you Sunday afternoon at 1600 hours local time and is open to all amateur operators interested in emergency communications. The primary purpose of the net is to provide the opportunity for members to test equipment, exchange traffic, news, opinions and information. Additional information and announcements are available on the RAYNET-UK website, www.raynet-uk.net. This is a directed net, which means all calls are made to the net control station unless you're instructed otherwise, and all RAYNET-UK operators are invited and encouraged to check into the net. When you do check in, please announce your call time slowly and phonetically, followed by your name, and if you wish to leave the net immediately after checking in, then please call in and out. Otherwise, if you wish to leave for subsequent turns, then please make clear you want to check out at that time. I've heard a few check-ins. I will repeat if I've heard. If you're not acknowledged, then please do try again, and I will call for anybody who misses their turn at the end of the UK and international sections. So I'll now begin taking check-ins to RAYNET-UK weekly activity net as usual in call sign number order. So any stations with figure 8 and their call sign which is check in, please call now. This is G4 and I'll see.
Golf 8 Echo Yankee, G8EY, name is Mike. Golf 8 Sierra Delta Uniform, Bob in sunny Norfolk. And I can hear the dog in the background. Good afternoon, Greg. In and out.
G4 RC, yes, apologies for that. Probably decided to come back to 4 o'clock. So I've got Mike Golf 8 Echo Yankee saying with me, and Bob Golf 8 Sierra Delta Uniform is in and out. Any other 8, please? G4 and RC, over. Yeah, PVL Peter in Jersey. Good afternoon, Peter. Golf Juliet 8 Papa Victor Lima from G4 and RC and staying with me. Okay, thanks for that. Let's have 7s then. Stations figure 7 in the call sign, please go ahead. G4 and RC, over. G8 Golf 7 November Echo Hotel. Oh, 7 Alpha Victor Oscar. Good afternoon, Greg. G4 and RC, good afternoon, Golf 7 November Echo Hotel, and Dave, Mike 7 Alpha Victor Oscar. Any other 7s, please? G4 and RC, over. RC, nothing else. For 6s, social figure 6 in their call time, please go ahead. G4 and RC, over. Good afternoon, Golf 6 Papa Delta Echo. No, please, Greg. Golf 6 Papa Delta Echo. Good afternoon, Chris. Copy to you in and out. Any other 6s, please? G4 and RC, now. G4 and RC, then it's 5. Stations figure 5 in their call sign, please go ahead. G4 and RC, over. G4 and RC, no 5s yet. Let's go for 4s. Stations figure 4 in their call sign, please go ahead. G4 and RC, over.
Golf 4 Kilo India Lima, Philip, South Sussex.
G4, X-ray, Uniform, Romeo, Somerset.
Got Mike 4 Echo Mike Oscar. Golf 4 Hotel Uniform Foxtrot Phil May Valley. Good afternoon, in and out, Greg. G4 and RC, an unusual flurry of force. Okay, let's go with Philip Golf 4 Columbia Lima. Good afternoon again to you. Tim Golf 4 Echo Mike Oscar. Good afternoon to you. And Phil. Hold on, let's get something going on the screen. Golf 4 Hotel Uniform Foxtrot in and out. I'm Golf 4 X-Ray Uniform Romeo. Afternoon, he says checking screens. To David. Okay, any other fours, please? 2-4 and RC, over. 2-4 and RC, no more fours, that's up 3. Sessions figure 3 in there, call sign, please go ahead. 2-4 and RC, over. Golf 30 Hotel X-Ray, Ian. In and out, but I'll catch up with Graham's recording later. Pleasantly warm, but not as warm as yesterday. Give me VH. G4 and RC, okay, possibly a little bit of a double there, but you've got Ian, Golf 3 Zulu Hotel X-Ray, who's definitely in and out, and Chris, Golf 3 Victoria Hotel, staying with me. Okay, any other threes, please? G4 and RC. 2CB8 was in and out, thanks, Greg. 3 Victoria Hotel, he was in and out, and Chris, that was probably a bit disappeared under the double with Ian. Okay, let's go for 2. Sessions for 2 in there, call sign. That includes 2 intermediate 2, so please call now. This is G4 and RC, over. G4 and RC, second call for 2. Stations for 2 in there, call sign, including the intermediate 2s. Please call now. G4 and RC, over. G4 and RC, and let's have stations with figure 1 in there, call sign. Please go ahead. G4 and RC, over. G798, G798, G0D, may you just confirm still getting audio from me, over? G0D, G798, yes, all fine here, Greg, over. G4 and RC, thanks for that. Dave AVO has lost all audio from me, so I just need to be sure. Second call then for stations, figure 1, and then call sign, please go ahead. G4 and RC, over. G4 and RC, nothing heard, so it's going to the repeatings of the might be zero stations of any regional secondary identifier. Please call now, G4 and RC, over. Trying again for Mike 0 stations of any regional secondary identifier, please, G4 and RC, over.
This is fairly unheard of. Let's go for Golf 0 stations, any regional sound we identify, please. G4 and RC, over. Golf Whiskey 0, Juliet Lima X-Ray. Good afternoon, Greg. My name is Andy, RAYNET Pembrokeshire. No traffic today, so in and out, please. Over. G4 and RC. Good afternoon, people. Whiskey 0, Juliet Lima X-Ray. And I'm making out to the wider network as well. Okay, do we have any other UK stations that wish to check in for the net? Please call now, G4 and RC, over. Mike 0, Mike Foxtrot Sierra, Grew, away 7. G4 and RC, good afternoon for Drew, Mike 0, Mike Foxtrot Sierra, staying with me. Okay, do I have any international liaison stations? That's usually noticed on bands of Norway, Ireland, Ireland, Aries, and Slovakia, etc. Any international stations? G4 and RC, over. G4 RC, nothing there. So any station, national or international, is missed that zone to check in. Please call now, G4 and RC, over. G4 and RC, nothing there. Okay, still around the 1% of members checked in, so that'll do. So, good afternoon everybody. Today's net is being live streamed by Graham, G798, to YouTube today. Past live streams and recordings are available by searching G798 /7 Hotel on YouTube. A reminder that RAYNET will be present at a NASA rally in Blackpool next Sunday. That's the Northern Amateur Radio Societies Association rally in Blackpool. It's open at 10:30, and while I'd like to say where the RAYNET stand will be located, the floor plan hasn't been uploaded yet. I'm not going to give the entry fee, but do be aware that it is only on the door if you do attempt. The first call sign has been issued for temporary data stations in the 5 to 25 watt ERP category. A proper announcement will be in this Friday's RAYNET News, but do now expect to see some Mike Bravo 9 Delta call signs on APRS, etc. And while we're hopefully getting to the end of the main storm season, the event season is starting in anger with air groups having been involved in UK exercises or events over the last few days. Philip G4KIL is thanks for taking part in the IARU Region 1 Emergency Comms ASC call activity period this afternoon after the HF team met. But on a wider issue, groups are reporting that the number of events requiring our support might be dropping, so are you seeing a local increase in the number of exercises arranged by your group? That should be enough to start some conversations. Let's start with Mike. Golf 8, and go Echo Yankee. C4, and I'll see you later.
G4 and RC from V8EY. Good afternoon, Greg and everybody else. Yep, as Bob said, it's quite sunny here. It's showing me 48% cloud cover, but I don't believe that, because I can only see the blue sky at the moment. Yeah, 14.3 Celsius, 1,020 millibars, 9.5 mile per hour, 246, which is a lot quieter than the last week. Although I'm seeing a forecast of gusts up to 40 miles per hour coming Monday and Tuesday. And I heard a nice little bit from John McCulloch on Radio 4 talking about stopping the long wave. And so he didn't. That was a good idea. Yeah, well, in Norfolk, and I've been doing quite a lot of research to see how many activities there are that would possibly benefit from our support. And I find a grand total of, if you're lucky, 2. But neither of those is really suitable for our type of support. So, yeah, Activities needing us are dwindling rapidly towards 0 at the moment from G8 EEY.
It's a Yankee G4RC. Okay, well, recalling that it feels like a lifetime to a lot of you. Public service events only came in the late 80s as a result of less local authority-sponsored exercises. We shouldn't really got that dependent on them in some ways, however, that's what it is. Missed a bit from John McCulloch on Radio for Long Way of Being Dropped. I am still having a little bit of a mooch around, well, programming on Radio for Long Wave will not be unique from the end of this month. There was a stay of execution for the transmitter because it was still needed to support a lot of old Economy 7 meters scattered around the country. Winds and gusts might explain why my electricity provider has been paying me to use electricity for the last 16 hours or so. So all that wind into wind farms has got to go somewhere. So I'm not too complaining about the wind as long as it keeps the bills down. Okay, thanks Mike. Let's over the water Peter, Golf Julia 8, Papa Victor Lima, G4 and I'll see you.
Yes, thank you, Greg, and good afternoon to everybody on frequency. Yeah, there's a fair bit happening over in Jersey at the moment. We had a meeting with the emergency planning department the other day, and we've also, on Monday, tomorrow, got a meeting with the Coast Guards who want us to set up to be, well, backup for the Coast Guard station, basically. So what we're looking at now is possibly having some sort of mobile unit that we can take anywhere and have it already set up basically to do whatever we need to do, and obviously we can use it for events. We've got about 3 books for this year, so we've got a Gory Fate, we have an air display, and later on in the year we've got a bonfire hopefully, which last year we were going to do, but got cancelled because of the weather, and that was the end of it. But we're also going to try and put in together more radios and another repeater from our Association Jersey Charities to get some aerials and radios and bits and pieces as well. So things are looking up actually. We've got 9 members at the moment, and we had a meeting the other day, and at least 8 turned up. A couple couldn't make it because they had other things. But we're also developing over here the mesh network using the Heltec LoRa system. And yesterday, because of the high pressure, one of our members actually got a message through to the UK, believe it or not, on it. So it seems to be working very well. Anyway, I'll pass it back to you, Greg, from GJ8PVL.
Julia take Papa Victor Lima, G4 and I'll see you returning. Okay, I'm wondering what frequency the LoRa mesh was working on. My Jersey geography is just totally abandoned me as to where on the island the link back to the UK for TV was concerned, and the rather interesting system the TV networks had to put into diversity reception at different heights of the mast. So there was always a plot there, but it used to be a lot harder to do this. It used to be now with modern coding methods. And there's something there I might have because it's too interesting for this round. We'll save it for the next one. Graham, I wonder how the YouTube views are doing, and a reminder about what Paul used to play to take on that next week. Please check on the HD for an RC over.
G4 LRC, E78 returning. Yeah, good afternoon, Greg. Good afternoon to all on the net. Last week's YouTube figures were total of 33 views on 6 likes. And I'll leave this week till the next over. But yeah, okay to do that next week. That's no problem. I will be around. I'm actually off work this week. So I'm looking forward to a week of playing a bit more radio. Not too much this week, apart from I have acquired one of the Malahite DSP2 receivers, and been playing with it over the weekend. I'll have to say, very impressed. Nice display, nice audio. So there we go. I haven't listened to the HF net on it before. So apart from that, nothing else really to add. Until the next round, G4NRC, G7H.
G788, G4NRC returning. I've forgotten you got a new toy, and that's why you were probably received only on the HFS earlier. Right, I did say to you I was looking at a new Kiwi SDR, and there is a little clue here for anybody who uses the Kiwi SDR app on Android. It seems to be not working very well at the moment. Kiwi SDRs have had a software upgrade that appears to mandate entering a call sign or a name before you can start listening now, and that's broken the app. It's just not knowing what to do with the request for information. So hopefully that'll get fixed soon. Otherwise, there are various other mapping sources and other things available that will let you find SDRs for HF to play with. Nice for being off work next week. Got a question for you next time around about how many DMR amplifiers and or new packet radio 70 units you have. I've modified my two to be functional now, so it's I need to do another one or two for whatever reason. Okay, let's see. Okay, some of these audio issues now. Let's have an alphabet to Ross G4 and R
G4NRC. Right, 7 Alpha Victor here. Yeah, hopefully you hear me now, Greg. Top radios, and just coming in directly to Brandmeister. I've broken me a link go out. The detail wasn't working for some reason. It went completely off. So the hotspot seems to be working. So it might be something just scrambled a bit in the code. But yeah, hopefully it'll all working now. No, that's about this end. Sorry I missed a few weeks. I've had some family things and stuff like that going on. And work has been hectic at the moment. I can see up into Stafford every day the last week or so it's been some long days. Actually, Greg, 7 Alpha Victor Oscar.
Mike 7 Alpha Victor Oscar, G4 and RC. Okay, there's a leading question for you, Dave, because you've helped in the past. Can you run the log next week for Graham? I'll go into reasons elsewhere. But I won't obviously not be able to do the log, and somebody running the log is also very useful in this. Okay, on the A2, not playing fair. I've got fire radios stacked up by me at the moment. That's not been too much for one to fail. I've resurrected the A2 VX, whatever it is, VX8 for APRS, along with the Alfing very cheap radio that just sits around as a standby DMR because I realised I didn't radio immediately by me like I used to do, which wasn't very good for net control, so that issue's resolved now. Okay, next to Philip, Golf 4 Kilo and your Lima G4 and R.
G4NRC, G4 KL. Yeah, thank you very much. Let's have a look at questions are being asked when they early on about events. I just had a look on some notes. I've got the notes down right. We have 5 events this year, which are overnight ones. Our first one is in May, and I think our last one in October or something like that. October. That's the span, and the other ones is the second one in May. Other than June. That one's in June. That's June. So, and according to the figures I've picked up on the right ones, I know it looks like we're 27 members in South Sussex RAYNET at the moment, which probably I would say about a third are actually active, really. That's just my estimate. Don't hold me to it, as it were. Yeah, good to communicate with you earlier on both HS and, both voice and JSF call, Greg. And sorry if my grasp of the protocol on the call is not good. I'm never fully up to speed with it, and what I did learn, I think I've forgotten. I've done some listening with it, actually really not needed on it for a while. But yes, he did seem to work very well. I thought rather nice comparison, where the voice, where you were all but inaudible, apart from occasionally, on voice, with presumably quite a bit more power than the original you said you were putting out with the JSA calls, where 100% copy. So that certainly shows how well it was going. And even getting copied through when a voice JSA didn't put that up underneath. So still get through then. So that was quite good. Yes, I'll hopefully be up for the rest of this month on the HF one, and then I can review what day we've gone through and what I'm doing once we get into the following month. Probably enough for me at the moment. Back to G4 NRC V4 KIL.
G4 KIL, G4 NRC returning. Okay, yes, right now I've still got to try and do some forward Teams chat for everybody to go to JSA call configuration. It was interesting, you could just drop in. So the comparison was, I was putting 80 watts out on 14 meter voice versus 20 watts out on 14 meter KS8 call. Then you do something like 0 dB signal to noise on the data mode. And just about copying me that voice, which was problems, was plus 6 dB with the higher power. I'm not going to flip my head for the maths on that at the moment. But yes, it was a little more resilient, and was a good thing. I was really transatlantic with that. The target for the usual exercises is still to hit however. So we do actually have a engineering order wire kind of mode that will work over quite long distances to coordinate. Not that we hope we ever need to do that, but South Africa, or most of Africa, is quite vulnerable for their fibre optic connections to the internet, so you never really know. Right, let's go to David. Call 4, X-ray Uniform Romeo, T4 and RC, over.
G4, you are returning to the group, and good afternoon, Greg. Yeah, just only one comment. The number of events seem to be increasing down here in Somerset. We're at our constitution maximum of 12 events this year, and we have segregated working with the civil contingency and parish councils as separate activities in order to meet all the demands. So it does seem to be increasing down here for some reason. And we have a working group playing with the LoRa mesh system with some quite surprising results. And we're using 868 or 863. I can never remember what they keep putting on their reports. Anyway, with that, back to you, and thank you for accommodating me. I'll listen until the back to you. G4 NRC. This is G4 Peninsula.
G4 NRC. Okay, I'll take that as an outstand for the remainder of the net. And Laura Mesh, somebody asked me over the last few days about Meshtastic, and Meshtastic triggers me about the same way as WinLink does. But people ideally should separate the application from the transmission mode. And Laura Mesh is very good for distances or unusual frequencies because of its modulation method. But it is in its Meshtastic form, and it seems to be short message service available. There are some APIs, somebody might be doing more, but I've not seen much like that at the moment.
Rams going north of the border. We have got a full reach today. Tim, Golf Mike 4, Echo Mike Oscar, T4 and R. Over.
Yes, good afternoon, Greg, and hello to everybody else on the net. As you probably know, I'm an infrequent visitor to this net, not because I don't want to be, but I usually find myself quite busy at this time of day. But I'm away on holiday at the moment, so the location given as Coldstream is not the location I'm transmitting from today, but I'm up in Ganlock on the west coast, west of Ross. Working through the normal radio hotspot and the hotspot in my mobile phone, which I'd say is working somewhat better than it was 2 years ago than when I last tried. But things do seem to be generally improving in the out and about regions of the country. So with regard to RAYNET events, I'm a member of Lothian's RAYNET near Edinburgh, or in the Edinburgh area, and we seem to be fairly sort of static, 2 or 3 a year, that kind of thing, so relatively low level. There's a group of, I think, 4 or 5 of us helping out with Grampians RAYNET, a long distance walk in the Speyside area later in the year, or in May anyway. So that will be something a bit different. Just stand by a second. Yes, it's Golf Mike 4 Echo Mike Oscar returning again. Sorry, that was my timeout warning. So that's the sort of activities local to Edinburgh, and this occasional one a some distance away. I was kind of interested in your comment about data stations, call signs being issued soon. Pardon my ignorance on this, but I'm not quite sure what a data station is, and perhaps you could elaborate on that on the next over. It'd be interesting to just hear a little bit about that. But that's about all I have from a slightly overcast, but it was a bit blustery and wet earlier on today when we were out walking, but it's slightly brighter now. So back to Greg. I'll back out on this one and I'll listen to the end of the net. And thanks for running it this afternoon. From Golf Mike 4 Echo Mike Oscar.
Golf Mike 4 Echo Mike Oscar, G4RC, plenty there for you to play with. Okay, what should I do it? Mobile phone signals, that's a good one. I'm finding it a little bit rocky at the moment. I'm going to enjoy in a few weeks' time when I was entirely to try using push-to-talk over carrier over cell phone, so-called radios, because many networks, the only O2, have turned off their 3G signals now. So if your phone doesn't do 2G for data, as would, you're looking for a 4G signal, and certainly in my part of the country in Cheshire, there's places where I have quite a reasonable data rate off the mobile phone that's now absolutely struggling because there's not enough 4G to make it work. And then Vodafone are not putting a stunning amount of investment into 4G because they're rolling 5G out, which hasn't made it anywhere really near into my count at the moment. It's very rate limited. So, yeah, that's the dynamic nature at the moment. Enjoy it while it lasts, and hopefully you will get the mobile phone system upgraded before they switch any bits off. What is a data station? I refer the Honourable Gentleman to the licence changes of February. There we go. And what we're up to here is the way I've come up now, split things up in the licence. They've separated out effectively voice repeaters from data usage. So if you want to run a station unattended on data, and that works for intermediate, full and club lines, and then over 5 watt CRP, you need to have a call sign issued to you. If you're at 25 watt CRP, then it has to go through formal coordination through the formal RSGB processes. For voice repeaters, which we launched out a month or so ago, and that's a different license clause. only full licensees can run voice repeaters. Again, the call time issued for the 5 to 25 ERP. I think it's anything goes there for anybody at 5 ERP or less. So, whereas once upon a time, talk through limits covered any kind of relay, we've now got to separate them out into what the usage is. That's what we've been slowly working around making happen. Next trick, before anybody asks, is to get the greater than 25 ERP units sorted out. But those are still struggling through RSGB and MOD processes. Right, 732, enjoy your holidays, and hopefully that answers your question, and we'll go to Drew, my favourite guinea pig, for an
for NRC 0 MFS. And I was going to talk about data stations, among other things. So thank you for making me a guinea pig. MB9DAD is logging to APRS.fi at the moment, and I'm just getting the RF side of it sorted out to get my into limited to as close to 25 watts or 24 watts as I can. Unfortunately, it's 2780, so I'm having a bit of fun there. But that sort of started by. I also did notice that MB9DAC, which I think is Essex, is also popping up on APRS.fi.
signal drop through finger of PTC.
Got MB9ABR talking to the RAYNET server and Brandmeister, although the audio side of it is a bit flaky at the moment, and I think that's just because my MMT needs tuning. The digital side is fine, and I can hear 50% of the traffic. And given my initial call-in, you can acknowledge I'm guessing you didn't get me at all from M0MSS.
Mike 0, Mike Foxtrot Sierra, G4 and RC. Right, so yeah, your audio is broken on that one as well. I lost a few seconds of you. To say I wanted you to take your finger off ETT, and then you came back in again, saying the MB9ABR talking through to the RAYNET and Brandmeister servers. So good to see the stuff being tested, not aimed at anybody in particular, but a reminder that this is a temporary solution. These are not permanent repeater call signs to stay up forever. But by all means do get things working right before we get to the event, and otherwise it gets embarrassing. I will have a similar trick to do for I did a Chester half marathon, where we'll want to use PRS. But I'm probably going to be able to do some more lower power usages, given the risk of desensing from 144.8 to the regular RAYNET frequencies in use on that event. So just playing with ideas at the moment. Things have got to be made happen. Anyway, glad everything is getting recognised and working. When I put the item in the RAYNET news next week, you'll see where the call signs are being declared publicly, and maybe a little bit more words around it, just to bring people up to speed in case they've missed the changes. Right, let's go back to the top of the list for any further comments then. It's Mike, Golfer, Echo Yankee, G4 and RC.
For NRC from GATY. Oh, goody. Let's get rid of that. Maybe not. That slow line ringing yet again in the middle of that. Oh, it's not going to shut up. Okay, nothing much to add. Yeah. So we're less than a month away from a possible exercise, but as I say, probably need more than 25 watts, but we'll have to see how it goes. We might have to put a string of several less than 25 watt units in a train to do it. But anyway, thanks for running the net break, and Look forward to hearing Graham next week.
Golf Theta for an RC. I have asked again. I think RSG may have been slightly distracted with their ATM yesterday, so I'm just hoping to get some more information from them, but it is mostly in the hands of the MOD for some of the coordination required. We know that's not fast. Right, I still can't remember the name of the station for receiving TV, but I think the system was Sabre that did the diversity reception for a channel. So, what frequency were you making on? Golf Juliet 8 Papa Victor Lima, G4RC over.
Yeah, it was one of our members that was using the lowrider. In fact, there's about 3 or 4 of them over here now, if not more. And it's 868, but I can't remember whether it's 24 or whether they're using something else. But I mean, to get from Jersey to the UK, 100 miles plus, I thought Lura on what 100 milliwatts was pretty good. But we had quite good propagation conditions yesterday, and we're using the AIS system for the shipping. Normally we can only see just around sort of the Channel Island area up to Cherbourg, but we were getting all across the Channel yesterday from the south coast of England, so propagation conditions were extremely good for VHF anyway. Yeah, the only thing that I've got really other to say is that I've got the diamond drilling people coming on Wednesday to drill a hole in my wall into my shack because I've had to move shacks. My son wanted a larger bedroom, so I'm now in the box room, and my aerials are at the other end of the house, so I've had to drill a hole and try and extend the cables from the aerials into my new shack there. So hopefully in the next week or so I shall be back on HF there and be able to join you on your HF net. That's all from me, so I'll pass it back to you, Greg, and wish everybody 73s from TJ Over.
Golf Juliet 8 Papa Victor Lima, G4 and RC. Okay, yeah. 68 is the UK default frequency for this, and thinking about that data station coordination, there were concerns expressed by the RSG's VHF manager if people started running your stations just passing an amplifier in the back of them to get wider ranges, whether or not it would cause mischief across more of 7 centimetres. Thankfully, not many people do see into 433 megahertz, otherwise we would have quite a lot of chaos overlapping on all elevations to our Anyway, good luck with the antenna hole move. I've not drilled holes into the room I use for the DMR and general office space. Simply use window feed throughs from Diamond, which are good for 100 watts and still disruptive for getting the antennas out. Right, let's go to Graham and see how the YouTube views are doing. G7 and the 8, G4 and RC over.
G4 RC, G7 and the 8. Right, okay, so this week's YouTube feeds we've got 17 views in total, and currently 5 viewing. And 3 likes. So if you haven't already done so, you can hit that like button, and if you're not already, hit the subscribe button as well, which I'll let you know of any future videos coming up. Yeah, okay, for the next week, that's fine. And I've only got one DMR amplifier and new packet radio set up. I only bought the one, so noted you've done yours. So yeah, have to give them a go. Right, okay. Thanks for doing the net this week. See you, G4 NRC G7H.
G788, G4 and RC returning. Okay, right, yes, thank you, Graham. I'll be coming straight from Blackpool and heading straight to basketball, so I don't think there'll be any stopping here even on the way back for that, but we'll see what goes on. Let's update on the MPL 70 units. I don't remember where we'd left it. I know we swapped amplifiers at one point. So that's making me think that while I've modified 2 amplifiers here, there is a third one lying around somewhere in the shack or buried somewhere that also needs updating because we did have one that was a bit intermittent. So yes, I just need to get the power lead sorted out now and then it'll be ready to rock in an intended manner. And we can figure out what we do in an unintended manner. And provides a nice bridge between low rate data AX25 up to hardened stuff as well over wider areas. I do have an update to give you and Phil G4HUF about a conversation I had with Tertiary PO on Friday. I might just turn that to a huge long email along and then specifically Phil can pick it up in between how it works and what other comments is necessary. It was an interesting conversation. Right, N780 has rebooted his hotspot because he lost audio again, so let's see if he is with us. N780 with G4 and RC, over. N780 and 780, G4 and RC, over. For an RC, nothing heard, so I'm going to call the end of the net, hopefully. Next it's Philip, Golf 4 Kilo India Lima, and thanks for the comments about the audio and the comparisons and so on. Post exercise about 3 o'clock UK time, 7111 megahertz. It got quite a lot of into UK traffic on it, SC parks on the air. So it was not brilliant. Some say better than others. It was more down to station efficiency than propagation, some of those, but they were totally unfazed by the JSA pool and vice versa by the looks of it. Golf 4 Kilo India Lima, G4 and RC, over.
Yeah, G4 and RC, G4 KIL. Yeah, that was... thanks for the comments there, and yeah, that seemed to work well. I think very quick comment for me before I sign now, it would be, I think you asked about more exercise. I think I mentioned last week that we had an exercise, full one, for just about an hour, and around about well, 1 square mile radius, I suppose, probably just about at most. Some people much closer than that to the start point. We were able to do it all within an hour. It was actually very useful, and we probably won't do it again. So I think that will be, we will be doing more. Probably have to wait till we get around to rejig our yearly program coming out for next year. Okay, very good. I'll sign now, and I'll listen to the next enemies, and hopefully be up next week. And on the DMR one, those speaks, and hopefully, G4RC, G4KL.
G4KIL, G4 and RC. Yeah, you won't be getting me on the HF net, I think. Early guess I'm expected to be at Blackpool for the 10:30 opening, and if I get to 2 o'clock, I'll probably be going a bit quieter by then. If I can get away at that point, I'll be on the hour and a half plus to get home from Blackpool to Cheshire, so HF Mobile and me, not really a thing at the moment, but one day, you never know. Right, I'm going to stick to the plan and bring Drew back in next and see whether his audio is more stable this time. Mike 0, Mike 5 for Sierra, G4 and RC, over.
G4 RC M0 MFS. I mean, just give you a short one to confirm my audio is okay from M0 MFS.
0 MFS, yes, that's loud and clear, over.
G4NRC-M0FS. Okay, in that case, very briefly, membership, we pruned out a lot of members that we hadn't seen for years and years this time round on the renewals and dropped down to 9 core members. But we managed to pick up 4 new members over the last 5 months, and we've got another 2 new members paperwork in the pipeline. So that's bringing us back up to 14, 15, which is quite nice. We've got 2 or possibly 3 events this year that we know about, plus plans for some exercises, and the potential to couple of events on Exmo, which we've never really been venturing into before. So hopefully we're going to pick up. We're also managing to do something with the local resiliency forums, which we haven't been doing recently. And I am holding great hopes for the Zone 7 meeting, which is happening virtually on Teams on Saturday, to get some coordination between all the various local groups, and we can actually start working together again. Other than that, thanks for running the net. I know you will be here next week, but I'll still try to make it. So, from M0MFS.
Mike 0, Mike Foxtrot Sierra, G4NRC returning. Okay, how did we manage to do this? So our Zone 10 meetings were face-to-face. Back to that. It was our group meeting, and bizarrely that had to turn into a virtual meeting rather than a face-to-face to keep people turning out. So, good luck with next Saturday. Membership in West Cheshire is stable-ish. Suspected possible because of the lack of communications if their email diverts don't work. Events are stable. We have come back down quite a lot, as Graham would testify. We used to be out 13 days a year just for test races, running the control for the Red Cross at St John's. And then on top of that, we had fun runs and other stuff. So while it feels like a massive drop, it is nice having some weekends back, although I've filled it with the IAIU exercises every month, which might get more circulation through RAYNET, and we'll see how things develop. Right, we shall end with Mike 7 Alpha Victor Oscar and 7 ABO, if you managed to localise your problems now. M7 ABO, G4NRC.
G4NRC. Mike 7 Alpha Victor Oscar. Yeah, hopefully, Greg, you're receiving me now. And we've had a swap of handset and a reboot of the hotspot, and hopefully we're all working now. If you're logging next week, not a problem. Send me the link for the log. Can you do that? That's no problem at all. Doesn't look bad this end. And possibly try and catch you in the week on the 20th. If you can remind me what mode we're using. Back to you, Mike 7 over the next semester.
Mike 7 Alpha Victor Oscar, G4NRC, solid copy on that one day, no problems at all. The net on the 20th for West Cheshire RAYNET will be on 6 metres. 6 metres is my best recollection. And since it's a nice Saturday, I'll have plenty of time if the weather plays nicely to get a proper dipole up outside and try not to be so compromised on antennas, etc. That's the hope anyway. Yes, look, these will clear through the week and send to you the links accordingly, and although you won't hear my voice, I will inevitably be putting the news items together for discussion next week as well. So, glad we've had everybody on and off the net with all issues solved, and I'll bring it to a close earlier than usual. So, thanks everybody for taking time out of your schedules to take part today.
Be careful and have a good week, and until next Sunday afternoon at 1600 hours local time, I'll close the RAYNET-UK weekly activity nets on Pheonix and Brandmeister 23531 and RAYNET-UK 5023531, and return those talk groups to being an open net rather than a connected net. As a result, this is G4RC now closing and reverting to my normal call sign of